G'day. Welcome back to Double the Fist, the show where we teach ordinary Australians what it is to be fist-worthy. And didn't we do a good job last week? So good, in fact, that as well as winning its time slot, the show also scared the fist into many of Australia's weakest citizens. During the past 7 days, we've received up to hundreds of letters from members of the public concerned that they could never be as extreme as the participants on our show. Rubbish! In fact, this week, we've decided to show you, the ordinary garden variety viewer, just how easy it is to earn fist. From the thousands of letters we received during the week, I've selected 3 viewers that accurately represent the dilemma of weakness, which is spreading across this once great nation. It's up to the fist team to track them down and turn their lives around. All right, let's do it.
Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Rod Fox, and today I'm going to be your saviour. Now, let's see a show of hands. Who here feels they're not reaching their full potential?
Meet Edith Moses. Edith is over 40 years old, which means she's already at a disadvantage in the fist-worthy stakes. Her body is weak and frail, and she's got difficulty with arthritis and blood flow. Not only is she unfit, Edith is also on a government pension, which means she's decided to stop working and leech off the Australian public. It's up to Rod to transform this sloppy sack of a woman into a lean, mean, fist-worthy machine. He's going to have to work on her body as well as her mind.
Just for fun, what I want you to do is call out all the sports that you do. I'll write them down.
Lawn bowls.
Okay, lawn bowls. Great. What else?
Walking.
Some walking. Nice.
Swimming.
Swimming. Okay. Swimming. Now, let me tell you something that you might not know. These are not sports, okay? These are a waste of time. Okay, that's okay. Great. Edith, get up for me. Now, see that tree over there? What I want you to do is run to that tree and back as fast as you can. And I'm going to time you. You ready? Go. Yeah, okay. Stop, Edith. Stop running. That's what you want to call that? Look, you're huffing and puffing. You're all hunched over. You're taking baby steps. Well, your feet hardly leave the ground. You're carrying some big hunk of wood. I might as well dig a hole and bury you right now, Edith, because you're already dead. But it doesn't have to be that way. Inside of you is a great power, the power of fist. And I'm going to help you release that power. Look at your driveway, Edith. It's long, it's steep, it's an absolute gift. How do you get down it?
Oh, I usually take a taxi.
Not today, Edith. Not today. What if I told you that in a few minutes, you are going to be flying down that driveway at speeds approaching 40 kilometers per hour with nothing but your own body to protect you? Let me hear you say yeah!
Meet 9-year-old Bradley Easdown. Bradley is a member of what is quickly becoming one of the weakest groups in society, children. That's right, Bradley can't spell big words or get into dance clubs. He lives with his parents and, like most weak people, spends his days complaining and watching television. It's up to Womp to take this child from snivelling dependent figure puppet to a pocket-sized fist machine.
Wompy. Hey, Womp, stop there, hold it there. What are you up to?
I'm trying to help Brad release his inner fist.
Right. Are you teaching him about reaction times and flexibility?
No, Steve. I'm trying to increase the boy's pain threshold, but he won't stand still.
Stop throwing them at me!
You want to be more fist-worthy, don't you?
You're not very good.
Yes, I am. You're not supposed to be moving around.
You're ugly, Womp.
What are those things hanging around his neck?
Chocolate.
So are you rewarding him for standing still?
No. If I want to increase his fist-worthiness, I'm going to have to increase his weight. Because once you get weight on your side, you also get gravity working for you.
You're so stupid!
Also, I found that body mass and flexibility are exponentially linked. So, as I increase Brad's weight, his flexibility will decrease. Because we all know the flexible is another word for weak.
Last and definitely least is a member of the weakest subcategory within humanity. Darren Jenkins is a magician. He entertains children, RSL crowds and himself as he trots from place to place with his array of extremely weak tricks. It's up to Mephisto to transform this rabbit-pulling semi-sorcerer into a flame-throwing dragon man.
Okay, Darren, what's the most dangerous trick you do? See, they're not dangerous at all. They're magic. Tricks. Come here. Come here. Everyone has a good time. Hey, don't go away yet. Hey, I'm not that ugly, am I? Can I get someone else? This is the old.
Now, Mephisto, you knew they were going to be weak.
Yeah, there's nothing in this being stuck in a car with him. You know what these tricks cost?
They come free in Christmas crackers, don't they?
No, the one he's doing now, Rabbit in a Hat, that's about $12,000 before you get the rabbit.
So there's no rabbit in there?
No, not anymore. I replaced it.
Surprise! That's what we want. No tricks, no illusions. When we can watch a man cut his own arm off with a penknife, why the hell do we want to look at something we're on a stage pretending to? That's what we're going to learn today, Darren. The magic of reality. You got that?
What a disgustingly dismal display from all our makeover contestants. Let's hope that the Fist team can toughen them up by 5 o'clock this afternoon, because that's when I'm going to spring a little surprise challenge on them.
Vegetarians. They believe it's wrong to kill animals for food. But then you try and feed them beef that the animal was only maimed for, and they get all funny.
So what you need to do is find some animals that died for reasons other than food. This cow stepped on a landmine. This cow underestimated the voltage of an electric fence. This cow was executed in the state of Texas for repeatedly committing zoorastia. And this one just looked at me funny.
So there you have it. With a little imagination, vegetarian cuisine needn't be dull.
Okay, Rod, how are you progressing with Edith?
Good, Steve. Edith has some mental problems, but I'm working through that. All I have to do is get through the mind game, and then the body will follow.
Right, good plan, Rod. Now, hey, what do you got in store for us?
Well, Edith looks at the driveway and thinks taxi. I look at the driveway and think mega slip and slide.
Okay, Edith, how do you feel about this?
Oh, it looks a bit scary.
Oh, no, come on, Edith. You want to be fist-worthy, don't you?
Yeah, come on, Edith. It's easy. What did I say about positive thinking? All you have to do is let go and gravity will take over. Yeah? Yeah. All right. Here we go. And a 1. And a 2. And a 3. Edith, that was fantastic, Edith. Just breathe into the pain. Breathe.
This looks very nasty.
Nah, worse than that.
What are you doing?
Steve, I'm giving Brad a basic physics lesson. If we're going to win this, he needs to learn about G-force, inertia.
You're so fat, Mom!
Great. You realise that's half a day's protein, don't you, Brad?
Womp, why are you using the roundabout?
Because I can cover all 3 areas at once.
I hate you!
Brad! Hey, you get back here. I haven't finished yet.
Okay, now Mephisto, you've got a long knife. What's going on?
Okay, Steve. You know, normally how knife throwing is a trick. The knives just pop out of the boards behind you.
Stop that filming.
Okay, who's this?
No, turn the camera off.
Oh, who are you?
No, get that camera out of my face.
Camera.
Look, you're supposed to have a council permit for filming.
Hey,
You hear?
So what exactly happened here? Well, some weak spineless worm from Canangra Council has decided that our show, Double the Fist, is not allowed to use Canangra as a location. What an absolute disgrace this maggot has brought upon the region of Canangra City Council. I can only hope that the people of this town aren't as weak as him. Let's try that again in a more fist-worthy location.
Talk us through this one.
Okay, usually knife throwing's a trick, right? The magician pretends to throw a knife and then there's a board behind the target and spring-loaded knives pop out of that. Not how it is today. Today, Darren is actually blindfolded and actually throwing knives. And I'm actually throwing them back. Was that you? No.
After a bumpy start on the driveway, Rod's developed a new tactic to help ease the fist into Edith.
Okay, well, it's pretty easy. All I do is I take some small aspect of Edith's pathetic existence and I get her to come up with a way to make it better. And so far, she's done pretty well with billiards, Tai Chi, embroidery, and now we've moved to the kitchen because Edith said she felt like a nice cuppa. So I told her she can't have a cup of tea until she comes up with a good way to drink it.
Okay, great. Well, Edith, how are you going? Talk us through the mental processes.
Well, Steve, I've been thinking. Perhaps if I put the tea leaves in my mouth and then poured the boiling water in.
Okay, great. That's a really good start, Edith, really good. But you have to start thinking outside the square, all right? Use the power of fist. How are you going to boil the water?
Bloody legend. That was a full-fisted effort. Rod, well done on getting her this far, but this is not the time to slacken off, because those other pissweeds are gaining just as much ground. All right, well done, Edith. G'day. This week's letter comes from the ever-weak Ray Hansen, who writes, Dear Fist Team, I'm a very extreme person. Could I please be on your show? Well, Ray, this is you. You're trying to prove how hardcore you are by writing a letter. Well, Ray, I'm impressed. Writing a letter. You're so tough, Ray. You're so very tough. What's your idea of weak, Ray? You're probably at home right now, sitting on the couch watching the TV, and you've soiled yourself. Let's go check out Ray's private life. This is you at home, Ray, and this is you in the kitchen cooking a birthday cake for your dog. And this is your dog, Ray, and this is me kicking your dog's ass. And this is what your birthday cake looks like. And here's me, Ray, kicking your ass. If there wasn't such a thing as pity, I'd have nothing but contempt for you. Don't ever watch your show again. If you'd like to write to us, send your letter to Steve Fox, care of Double the Fist, at the address below. All right, now, Edith, I believe you've come up with a challenge for Rod.
Yes, well, Rodney put me on the spot. He told me to go outside and look at the world and see if there's something out there that we can fist up. And I saw all this water. And I thought, now, there must be something we could do with that. There must be something.
Righto, Edith, thank you. We don't have all day. Basically, you're going to race Rod down this pier, jump off, land in the water, run back underwater all the time wearing these concrete blocks. Have a look at those.
Yeah, Steve, it's a fantastic challenge. I'm really proud of her. And you know what? She envisioned the whole thing herself, didn't you, Edie?
Well, it was Rodney's idea to make it a race.
Okay, you two. So, let's get into this. On your marks, go.
Here's an escape.
Okay, well, I don't normally do escape.
Good, this one's a handcuff trick. Put your arm out. Okay, let's just say that you are handcuffed to the back of a car. It's going to start moving slowly, but before too long, it's going to be moving very, very quickly. You have maybe 30 seconds to get out of the handcuff. What do you do?
Well, I guess you find a stick or something and you pick the lock. I don't want to do this. I don't know. I don't do escape.
Okay, Brad, you've come a long way, but your training's useless without the key ingredient.
What's that?
Muscle memory. If you train your body to remember when it's hit, eventually it won't get hurt.
Please don't hurt me, Womp.
It's for your own good. Soon you won't be able to feel it. Now let's go.
Come on, Edith, what's wrong with you? Come on, Edith, I'm winning.
Rodney! No! Rodney!
Edith, you legend. You saved me.
Are you all right?
Of course I'm all right. That was a test. And you passed, Edith. Strength in the mind and the body follows. Now, let's go shopping.
Okay, so how's Darren going?
Not so good. He's playing with a twig.
Right, and you feel that twigs have no place in escapology.
I object to that word, Steve.
Escapology?
Yeah. Implies it's some sort of science, like you can write a thesis and be published in some respected London escapology journal.
And you can't.
No, it's just dickheads giving themselves airs. I mean, escaping does take some kind of skill and practice, but so does inseminating cattle and no
Okay,
one's
Darren.
Well, it looks like Darren has finally graduated from sorcerer school, and isn't he grateful for all the tuition he's received off Mephisto? Well, it's 4:30 and time for our contestants to get ready for the final challenge.
What an amazing array of people I have standing before me. Those of you who were once weak are now strong. And those of you who were strong have remained exactly the same. But you're all fist-worthy. We're in the beautiful town of Botany. And unlike the dogs at Canangra, Botany actually cares for and supports the Australian people. This is Victory Road.
The total length of this road is 1,200 metres. Its height above sea level is 60 metres.
Except for down there, where it's only 2 metres above sea level. Now, at the end of the road is a ramp.
When you hit this ramp, you must be travelling at exactly 80 kilometres an hour so that you'll land safely in the flower bed.
You've got 5 minutes to make your preparations. The most fist-worthy display will receive the honour of appearing as a regular contestant for the rest of the season. All right, double the fist. Okay, Womp, what's your tactic?
Well, we can only find a tyre for our luge, but I figure that with the extra weight that Brad's carrying, it'll be the perfect vehicle for getting down the hill and over the jump.
All right, Womp, well, you sound pretty confident.
Yeah, I feel pretty good. Okay, Brad, now you've trained for this. You don't even have to think about what to do because your body's going to remember.
I'm scared, Mom.
I'll wash your mouth out if you say that again.
Yeah, I won't.
Good. Now, how do you feel?
Oh, yeah. Pretty good.
That's my boy.
You're the best one.
You're the best too, Brad. Now, let's show the others how to earn fist.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's the mighty Edith's turn, and she's put her newly gained skills to use by creating this very dangerous looking luge out of a wheelie bin. Go for it, Edith.
All right, Edie. Now just relax and remember everything we've done today, all right? Now, what have you got?
The power of fist.
Yeah.
All right, well, it looks as if we got here the amazing, daring, dazzling Darren, and you have got a locker with wheels.
That's right, Steve. But I didn't think this challenge was dangerous enough. So I've added my own little spin to it.
Yeah, right. Well, Edith already has a bin with wheels.
A bin with wheels. That's right, Steve. I'm going to be going down Fig Tree Hill in a locker, in handcuffs, in a sack. The locker is going to be padlocked and set on fire.
Yeah, right. So basically it's a magic trick.
That's where you're wrong, Steve. There's no trick about it. I'm going to be working out my escape on the way down the hill.
Oh, well, that's what I like to see, Darren. Mephisto, get in here, get in ready, and best of luck. Okay, now, Mephisto, I thought you were supposed to push this down the hill.
Yeah, but the fire was really hot. I couldn't get close to it. I guess what we should have done is started it rolling first and then lit it as it was going, but I don't know. Hang on. Yeah, you see, the heat's warped the metal. It won't roll properly now.
Well, what an amazing display. Look at what these once pathetic people have achieved here today. Edith got maximum distance on the bin, and as far as we know, still hasn't hit the ground. Young Brad decided not to go with the easy option and smash his way through a car. Whereas Darren, well, he's the real champion here today because he put himself in a situation which was impossible to get out of. Unfortunately, Darren won't be joining us because of legal reasons for the rest of the season. However, because of his audacity and his absolute courage, Darren receives the full fist. Look, that's it for this show. But for all those people who wrote in complaining that ordinary strangers couldn't be fist-worthy, let me tell you this. Fist is a state of mind. And as we've seen today, even the weakest members of society can turn their lives around. Unless, of course, they'd rather stay at home watching the television like no-fist losers. You people make me sick. Don't let me see you here next week.